Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. It's 2:57 p.m. on August 27th, 2025 in downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It is 23 degrees outside on a partly cloudy afternoon in the city. In this video, I traveled for 2.4 kilometers, starting in the Deman Village by the bus stop at Deman and Comox, then traveled south on Deman, east on Davie, north on Howe, ending my trek in the downtown core at Robson Square. To support the channel, click the heart icon to send me super thanks. For updates, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at jforestwood. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share it, and subscribe.
Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. Just down on Deman Street right now. Partially cloudy day. We get breaks of sun every once in a while. Otherwise we get this silvery day. So here we are. Over here's the Laughing Man. There we go. There is our Laughing Man. And this is crossing the Davie Plaza right now. Looks like the vendors are just starting to get set up. So we're gonna head up Davie Street here. Just hit the light. And this is the intersection of Davie right here. So Davie and Deman Street. And that's where we're located right now. And we're gonna head up into the Davie Village. So let's head up Davie Street right now. So over here we've already stepped into what is technically the Davie Village for some people. But a lot of people consider this part of the Deman Village down here. Guy just walked by. Is that a camera? What's that guy doing? Oh my gosh! Some people. No, just a harmless inquiry. I just get a good laugh out of that. Yeah, but other people consider this like part of the Deman side of things, just an extension of it. So you can see how the boundaries of what is and isn't the Davie Village, or what is and isn't the Deman Strip, are flexible, and that's okay. Let's keep strolling here. If you check on Google Maps, the Davie Village starts from Jervis Street to Burrard Street. That's where they identify the business improvement area. But the West End business improvement area has slated the whole street as part of the Davie Village. And for good reason. A lot of people live in these buildings on over here. Whoops, camera, come on. Come on, camera. Live in the queer community right on over here. so. What can you do? What can you say? Either way, this makes the West End very gay. Very, very gay. Let's keep strolling here. Oh no. That looks like the Trans-Lake Hustle. As you can see, as we're climbing uphill here, okay, the first little bit on over here from Deman Street to Cardero and Davie is relatively easy of a climb. This is a little bit more of a flatter section on over here, and then you get into a little bit more of a difficult climb, a little steeper once you get on over to the next street on over here at Nicola. So Cardeo right there, and Nicola right ahead, and then we hit the hill. So many different apartments in here. And again, home to many people from the queer community. There's lots of other people that live in this community as well, but definitely members of the queer community, especially on Davie Street and streets like Pendrell to its north. Okay, or Burnaby Street to its south. So you'll find a lot of people from the queer community, and regular people as well. People from the straight community as well. So, some big mix of people down here. It's pretty awesome to see. There's Nicola Place right there. These are like the older towers that are here. And we have now reached the hill. So we are climbing the hill. Once you get used to climbing up and down hills in Vancouver, it gets quite easy to climb up and down this hill, but for many a person that comes from a much flatter community, including myself from Toronto, the first few days it's very much something that you work on because you better get used to it. It's Vancouver, there's hills everywhere. And we're almost up to the top. And this is the intersection of Davie and Bryleton Street. And we'll get up the street in just a minute. There you go. So here we are, we're at the crest of the hill. Then the next street on over is Jervis. That's where we reach the Davie Village. Then we'll head through the Davie Village and see how it is on over there today. And here's Jervis Street. And now we're in the Davie Village. So for many of my viewers who are used to the channel, you know that this place is chock full of bars and restaurants. On the Friday and Saturday nights, it can get very busy, especially late at night. That's when things really get going here in the village. But it is a hub for foodies as well, so there's a lot of different reasons to come to the village besides it just being the village. And people from all different backgrounds, whether they're within the queer community or they're outside of the queer community, everyone just kind of comes here and enjoys themselves. The only thing that people really ask is you don't bring bad vibes to the neighborhood. So it's always something to remember. Yeah, there we are. Almost over at Jim Deva Plaza, or Diva Plaza, as I was corrected to say. So Jim Diva Plaza right up ahead. There's the plaza. And we'll keep strolling here on Davie Street, checking out the Davie Village, seeing what's going on. Looks like they're changing up their biryani game over at the Dosa House for their special today. Very cool. And over here we're walking past Kinney's Farms, where you find all of this produce and stuff on over here. Thank you. One of the many places that you can get groceries here in the West End. But over here in the Davie Village, it's one of the few grocery stores here The other grocery store, of course, would be the Save On Foods, a little further down on Cardero Street, or uh, can't remember what it's called. It's like a is it a Save On Food? It's not a Save On Foods. I cannot remember. Is it a Foodland? Let's see. Oh wow, I have to look something up. Wow. Yeah. Oh, it's your independent grocer. That's what it is. How many independent grocers do you see these days? Interesting brand for them to choose. I believe it's also Loblaws. Nothing wrong with that. It's one of our major food distributors here in Canada. But yeah, how often do you see that independent grocer brand? I've seen it every once in a while around Canada. But yeah, there's an independent grocer here in the Davie Village. Pretty interesting, eh? This is the intersection of Thurlow Street and Davie. And there we go, across the street.
Doing it in
There's some construction ahead. Okay. See if we have to negotiate anything. Coming up to Burrard Street here, which is the edge of the Davie Village. Regardless of if you're looking at one type of map or Google Maps or another one, Burrard Street is one of the definitive borders. There's Burrard Street there. Yeah, this is one of the last gas stations here in the city. I don't have too many of these anymore. It's just how life rolls these days. Across the street.
I don't know. I hope.
And we'll head down one more block and over to Hornby Street ahead of us. And then we can get further into the downtown core from here. And then we'll head on over to the North Plaza. I'll see if they're doing Thursday night movies on over there. Be interesting to see if they are. Okay, well, across the street. Oh, the flex truck in the way. The great drive. Oh, you gotta go one more block. There's a group of interesting people down the street that I'd rather avoid. If you walk past it, mainly they'll just leave you alone, but they do get into arguments with themselves and things can happen, so I'd rather avoid that. So we'll go one more block down and over to Howe. It's the intersection of Howe and Davie. Interesting. Interesting. Looks like a little bit of guerrilla marketing was happening behind me.
Everybody.
Nothing wrong with that, but sometimes they can get a little bit into your personal space and stuff like that, so. I just find it funny. But it is also a concern when someone gets a little too close to you, whether it's in this city or other cities. Pickpockets do exist, so you do need to keep track of your wallet and stuff like that. And that is one of the risks here in Vancouver that people need to be aware of. It's happened to friends before, as well as family members. And it's not necessarily the greatest thing to have your ID snatched. You know, they're only going for the money, but when they do take your wallet, they take a huge part of your life. You don't really consider until it's gone. So just a word of caution. Let's keep strolling here. Over here we're walking past the Community Builders building. It's basically social housing. It's good to see that they can provide a roof over people's heads who are in need, but some of these buildings are a little worse for wear. Do need a little bit of upkeep, at least on the outside from what I see. And definitely one thing they could use is a window cleaning. That would definitely help brighten up the inside of the building. So, who knows? I don't know what the conditions are inside, so. But, yeah, I would definitely say, at a bare minimum, with my glance at the building, it needs a window cleaning. It could use a window cleaning. And the people that live there deserve a window cleaning. That's pretty basic. Let's cross the street. We're crossing Nelson. So we'll continue to walk on Howe Street here. This is like a mix of residential and offices. Along this strip right here, it is mainly offices. You got the law courts on this side, okay, or the law buildings on this side. On this side, you got two large office buildings on over here with Waves Coffee underneath. It's good to see they still have their summer deal. You can get two cold brews for $5, or two frappes over at Waves for $10. Pretty good deal. Nice to see. Over here we're crossing Howe Street. Or no, we're crossing Smythe Street on Howe. Oh, Nelly. And of course, this will take us over to Robson Square, where we'll wrap up the stream. I'm keeping an eye on Robson Square right now. As they put in a piece of artwork. I'm not sure if they're done putting in that piece of artwork yet or not. I'm just wondering if it's going to get bigger. They have these floating orbs over the square, or the main part of the square. They'd look pretty cool, but even more would be cooler. But I'm okay if it's just what I saw over the last few days. So we're approaching Robson Street up here, over at Howe and Robson Street. And yeah, let's head on over to Robson Square. So this is Robson Square right here. It looks like they added a few more. Not a lot more, but they did add a few more. This is Robson and Howe. I'll cross the street in just a moment. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Look at that. That's neat. That is neat. Okay, let's grab a seat. Sit down and chill out. So anyways, thanks folks for coming along. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Have a good day.